Well, nothing is as good as doing boat work in exotic places. When we left St Lucia, the anchor windlass was complaining somewhat, though it did work when we arrived at Limarin. So, Happy New Year, and today's job is to try and fix it. Hope you enjoy! Please remember to leave a like and subscribe to our channel up here. Just so as you know, our windlass is original to the boat and it's now 21 years old, so it's an old boy. It's made by Leroy Summer, who are no longer in business, and spares for it are like hen's teeth. But here goes anyway.
Good morning. So we're here in Martinique. Come here because we have an issue. Not all sunsets, beaches and having fun. This is a glamorous side of boating. That's what we have here. We have a windlass. This lifts our anchor chain up and down. And what's happening just now is, if I press the control, oh, worked there, not working, right? But we can hear a click in the solenoid, and previously I've checked the solenoid and we're getting 12 volts all the way to the motor that's in here. So what we suspect is the brushes are past their best. So today's job is to lift the windlass off because we can't get, there's a screw underneath here and we can't get that cap off to get into the brushes. The brushes are about here. So we're going to have to take all this off, take the motor off, take the brushes out and put new brushes in. I do happen to have a set of spare brushes that my brother machined from bigger ones, because you can't get spares for this windlass anymore. Because Beneteau decided to buy Leroy Summer, use their windlasses for so long, then shut the company. So if we can't fix it, we have to go over there to Clipper's ship, Marine, to go and buy a new windlass. We have to do that before tomorrow, because today is the 1st of January 2026. Shops are shut, so I'm going to try and fix it. If I can't, I then get the new one. So the first thing we do is tie off the chain. Maybe tie off the chain. It doesn't really matter. We're on a bridle. We know from previous experience we need a 17mm socket and a 17mm spanner. And an apprentice. That's the one that doesn't come out, I think.
Right. Just over it?
Yeah. And it's stinking down here. Use the other side. Oh, fucking my legs, I'm numb. Right. To go and get me the wee hammer out the shed. Oh, jeez. Oh. So that's the 4 bolts removed, or nuts removed. Then we need to remove the bolts and lift the daddy up. No, it's in the crate with the orange juice. 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom. Had they put 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top, you wouldn't have needed to remove the whole windlass from the deck. And this bolt here's corroded in the aluminium housing. Then we just do a wee screwdriver to break out the sealant. So now we've got a wee bowl, we'll put all the bits in the bowl. I don't want to lose any bits. The power, we need to get some insulating tape. Then it looks like there's 3 Allen bolts holding the motor in place. So got some sockets, got an extension, and a phone to take some pictures. Where they should put cable glands, have just put 4200. And this should have been done back in Trinidad, but we didn't have time. So the screwdriver is in the rucksack because we've also got another issue with the outboard. It keeps on bunging up with petrol. There's my positives on the port side. So what we'll do now, take that down to the cockpit. I can sit in the shade and we'll strip it down further. Happy New Year! I know, need to go and wash my hands. I don't want the carbon all over the boat. And I expect this will be quite heavy. And it is. Put a towel on the table. I don't know if I should be doing this on the table. I might do it now. That saved me a job. Right. Oh fuck, it's just a big deg in the boat. This is the motor now out the housing. It's a Leroy Summer MBT 1141S that are as rare as hen's teeth. And there's a motor plate. So Rebecca, if you can get me one of them, much appreciated it. Well, is this 2 screws? The rotor will come out this way, and then the brushes, this will be the brush holder in here somewhere. And then we should be able to take it to bits. Just 2 10 studs hold the motor in place. I think these might be the brushes actually. We'll find out in a minute. We'll need to go to the marine shop to get some 4200 so we can put it all back together. And then here will be full of carbon deposits, I would imagine. It's just the magnets holding it in, and it's off now, yes. So I was right. The second time we have here is our positive, 2 positives here and 2 negatives here, and there's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of carbon. So we'll take this out somehow. Not sure if these are meant to come out. Maybe they slide out this way. I'll do some investigation and we'll get back to you. The jumpers from brush to brush. And we'll get Irene to set up the hoover and we'll give it a wee hoover to start with. Oops, that was a code for the phone. I've worked out how to get the brushes out, so I'll just take a wee photograph of how they're situated and we'll just take them all out. That's how they fit in. That's how they look up the top. Okay. All we do is, there's a clamp in here and a wee retainer there. All you do is force that retainer through that hole here and it pops out like so. Okay. And like so. And then the final one is probably the one that's not going to come out. That's one. So that's an old brush. That's a new one. So it's about 40% done. But when it's on the rotor, there's quite a lot of wear in the rotor where this brush sits. So that's the rotor. These brushes sit in here, and there's quite a lot of wear here. So it might not be a brushes issue, it might be an actual motor issue. Or if I put new brushes in, it might be long enough to connect onto that. Because when the brushes were in situ, the rotor could move about. Hate working with motors, manky. The next thing we need to work out is this is welded onto this grounding plate or buzz bar type thing. And that wee spring just goes around like that. Does it? Let's have a look. And then just need to sand a wee bit off these just so that it's a nice sliding fit. And believe it or not, that was enough. No, it's not. No, it's not. And this has got to go all the way up. I'll put the springs on once, and then I'm thinking I'm going to have to take that crimp off. I've no idea how I'm going to do this. I'll just do that. Yeah. We'll just cut them off. Yeah? What do you think? What do you think? And that will just come in and out. Spare pliers. What do you think?
I don't know what you're asking.
Well, that should go touch there, but if I just touch it there and screw it in there, it will still be able to go fit in, and it's not going to be in the way of anything, so it will still work. Here goes. First one done. That's all the brushes done. Tidy up. Bring our rotor back over. We'll slide our housing on, which will be like that gave me a fright. So that's that in. We now need to get our bushes in, so that'll just be the reverse, I would have thought, but it's that way around. So we need to do that, and then he needs to go in there like that, like that, like that. Okay, all we need to do is put him in there like that, temporarily. What? Huh? Well, sorry, I don't need the Phillips screwdriver. It's this, just this driver. It's just this. It's a fancy driver. Got it. And so I've put the wrong one in because he wants to go. that way round. He'll go to negative, positive to positive, and blow to it. Not tighten them up yet. So we want a negative here. It doesn't tell me which one's which, doesn't really matter then. So it's going up that way, it's that way around. So he'll go in there like that. We'll feed him in first. He'll go in like that, put him in there like that. Shove it. And then we'll fish him up. And he'll go there like that. Get the nut. There's a wee thing. Was it? Did it? Yeah. Negative's done. We'll now do the positive, which is here, and it'll go this way round, and we'll just squeeze him in. And I think we need to kind of just rotate. Can we do that? What's this? Better. What happened there is these studs were too far over to the magnet, so when I put that bush in, it wouldn't go fully home. But now it will. And then like that. Slide the bush back. And then pull them up. And then we need one of him and one of him. So we'll put him in there first. So that will just go like that, connecting the positives together. And then the last one is going in like that. Like that. Push the brush in. When you're doing the last one, there's even no room at all whatsoever. So, now just put this on, and I don't, well, there will be a right and wrong way because that gets bolted onto the, well, that goes on like that. That sounds about right, does it? 2 screws, 2 bolts. And the socket. Got 2 left. Also bought 6. Just tighten this up. So that's the motor's all sorted out now. So now we just need to put this back in place. Just going to tape this over and add this to the winter maintenance job to replace this cable. Bad boy Beneteau's obviously done it during the install. I'll get rid of this gunk. Positives on that side, so we'll feed him through here. So we'll not bother sealing it all up, we'll just attach it all up, check that it's working, and then tomorrow I'll go and get some sealant and we'll seal it all up. Go in, you bugger. Do now, we'll just bolt this up and then try it. And tomorrow we'll go and get some sealant. Yay! Lost the bloody bolt and the nut. So that's it temporarily back together. Just need to wait to a chandelier shop to get some sealant and a shorter bolt for the back. And we'll untie the chain. Chain back on the Gypsy, 60 metres of chain out, wow, and test, and it works. That sound right? This is now day 2, we've now got some sealant, I've reassembled it all, and now works. And the only thing I would do differently this, if I did it again, you have to watch when you strip the motor in two. The 2 studs have to be, you should actually mark it where those 2 studs are, because I have to go and take it to bits again, because when I assembled it, it wouldn't go together. But that saved us £2,000. So, on to the next breakage.
We hope that this was informative to other sailors who are having similar issues. The repair didn't last very long as the springs came off the backs of the brushes, so it was stripped down again. All that was needed was to cut a small groove to locate the spring. Just here, and hey presto, it's all good now. Thanks for watching, and please remember as always to leave a like and subscribe to our channel up here. We'll leave a link to 2 other episodes over here if you want to see some more. And in our next episode, we'll set to do something, we're just not sure what yet. That's all folks. Saracen out. See you.